we interviewed Trick Daddy a few months ago. And the first thing we talked to him about was the Eat a Booty game. And Trick did not flinch at all. He said, in 2014, I don't eat pussy no more. I'm eating booty. He said, we tell the ladies, sit back and we got you.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
And that, you know something, and it triggered a whole thing, because then Kevin Gates started.
Yeah, Trick has no filter, totally.
No filter. What he said, I don't give a fuck. He said, I don't worry about embarrassment or whatever.
I mean, but you know what? I mean, that's his thing. And I mean, realistically, most guys do. It's just not a Trick Daddy thing. He just has a title for it. I mean, if you're intimate
he made
with
a shirt.
Oh, see, Trick is so hilarious.
And his whole crew had shirts. Like they had a little logo.
So they all just eat butt. Everybody just eat a booty gang, huh? Eat butt on the platter. It's all about butt now. But you know what? I mean, he just brought it to the forefront because guys definitely do eat butt. Oh, wow. Eat a booty click with the shirts. Yes, Trick Daddy. 30. That's so 305. That's so 305.
Why is that so 305?
Because that's just the whole crew, the 305 with the shirt, just the whole Eat a Booty gang in Miami. And Trick was one of the first ones to do put guys on the, just being extra nasty. So, I mean, I'm not surprised by that.
I mean, it almost, when I'm looking at this now, it kind of almost, I'm almost seeing the 2 Live crew. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Again.
Like,
yeah, very Luke Skywalker back in the
days. Very Luke Skywalker.
Very raunchy, provocative. It's a Miami kind of thing, though. But I mean, he just only talk about stuff that happens normally in people's bedroom, but it's just not talked about. It's a personal, private thing. It's a whole bunch of guys that definitely does that, and a lot of them just sitting back like, whoa, he exposed us, And I mean, when you're intimate with somebody, what you do is what you do. You don't. It's just what you do. People do all kinds of stuff, We just don't run around talking about, oh, I'm eating butt. But you do. A lot of you do. Most of your favorite rappers that you interview, they do. All of them do it. Of course.
All our favorite rappers eat booty.
Of course. Most of them.
Behind closed doors.
Of course.
So you don't consider that gay at all or anything else like that?
A woman, of course, if it's a woman, what do you mean? You're eating everything else, you might as well. It's right there. I mean, you eating it from the back. It's right in the front of your face. You might as well eat it. It's right there, right in your face. Eat up. Cake in the face. Come on, when you're a guy, this is your woman, you love her, you doing everything from kissing from head to toe, front to back. What's the big deal?
So in the bedroom, you have no walls, no nothing.
I mean, if I'm in a room, if I'm in a bedroom and this is my man and I love you, we doing whatever we want to do, whatever you want to do, and I'm okay with that. Let's do whatever we want to do, whatever it takes to please you, and whatever it takes to please me. Let's do it.
Threesomes?
I never had a threesome.
You've never had a threesome, even though you rapped about it in the very first song.
I never had a threesome though. I wanted to. Honestly, yeah. It kind of is one of those kind of things like a curious thing.
What do you mean you wanted to?
I mean, wanted to, like, I thought about it. Like, I thought, threesome could be interesting, But the thing about me is with that, I would think, like, because this is my man, and to have a threesome, like, okay, who's the threesome with? And it's that kind of thing. There's a lot of rules to that. Like, okay, so what if I'm not there? Are you going to double back with her and someone else? So I'm a little jealous when it comes to that. So that's the only thing that stopped me from ever doing it, because I was always afraid of that part of it. And then I have so much to lose. Who am I having a threesome with? Who's this girl? What is she about? Like, is she tested? Is she clean? Yeah. Like, how can we trust her? Like, what are we going to be doing? What is she going to be doing? Eating my butt? Like, I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, let's make sure we on the same page. But I just never did it. Maybe I'll do it.
If you were to pick a few celebrity females to have threesomes,
oh my gosh,
who would they be? If you could just pick them out. And your boyfriend, someone you're in a serious relationship with. If the two of y'all got together and you decided who it is.
Oh boy, I would probably say Rihanna.
Rihanna.
Yeah, I love her.
Not a bad choice.
Sexy.
I think she'd be down for it.
No, I mean, it's just you have certain women that's so beautiful. That's like a woman crush. I would say definitely her. She's like probably one of my top.
That's your WCW?
Yeah.
Your Woman Crush Wednesday?
Yeah.
Have you ever messed around with women?
No.
No? No. But that wasn't a no. That was a no.
No, because when you say messing around, you mean like being intimate and like sleeping together and all that. I've never done that. I could do it, but I just think what happens after that. You know what I mean?
Have you ever kissed a girl before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Have you ever licked a girl before?
No. I've never.
So it stopped at the kissing.
But it was a kiss like, okay, I dare you. We played truth or dare. That's how that kind of happened.
Okay.
I lost, so I had to dare. I was the one that was daring. I had to be the one to do the kissing. It wasn't a tongue slob down kiss, but it was a kiss. And girls do that all the time. It wasn't a big deal. You know what I mean? I think girls are sexy. I like girls, but I don't want to just be in the bed with you and sleep with you. Like, not like that. You
You
know,
like
it's
men
like
too
a
much.
sexy fantasy in the mind, but not like, let's go skin to skin and have, like, no, not like that.
You just like men too much.
I don't like them too much, but I like them. Yeah, it can be a pretty pain in the ass sometimes. I like them, but too much, yeah.
I mean, you don't have any kids.
No.
Now, is this something that you consciously said, I'm not going to have kids to focus on my career, or I just haven't found the right person to raise kids with?
No, that's not the case, actually. I always thought about having a kid. You know, I almost had a kid. And
you were pregnant?
I was. And
Okay.
it just, a lot of stuff happened, and it just didn't happen.
Did you have a miscarriage, or you aborted it?
I never had an abortion. Never.
You had a miscarriage? Mm-hmm. Because of stress?
Yeah, somewhat.
Okay.
I don't really know what it was, kind of. It was more so a lot. The nervousness, the thinking about it.
How far were you into it when you had the miscarriage?
I would say maybe like 2 months.
Early.
Yeah.
Very early.
Traveling, working. performing.
Luckily, because a miscarriage at like 6 months is horrific.
No. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to come back, I don't think, from that. I think I almost didn't know how to come back from that early. It was a very pivotal, stressful moment. It was very annoying. I felt like a failure. I felt like it was my fault for it, because I felt like I wouldn't stop working. I wouldn't like let go of what I needed to do: travel, work, perform, record, just do so much. It was nothing in my mind that said take a break. I didn't feel like I needed to. It was so beginning. I was like, I didn't want to say nothing because I didn't want to jinx nothing. And I think I was more excited. It was a lot of anxiety. It was just I thought, honestly, I worried myself to death. I was so afraid of it. Like, I was there when my sister had her baby, and I saw the thing come out, and I literally passed out in the hospital. And they literally was like, we got to get her out of here. Like, I saw it, and I looked, and I was like, oh my God, what is that? And it's going to open this wide. It was a real crazy moment for me. And I think from that moment, I was terrified. And, I was in a relationship, and, it happened, and it was just one of those things that I was like, oh God, maybe this is not for me at the moment, or why would God take it away? Or I don't know. I had like a lot of mixed emotions about it.
Was it with Wayne?
You are crazy. I am not saying that on this camera.
But you're not denying it.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying anything. I'm just gonna say that it
fair
was
enough.
a situation that happened, and it was just not a good place to be in at the time.
I mean, as you get older, I know that men can have kids when they're 80. You know what I mean?
Get a certain point, yeah.
But women, you start reaching a certain point where it becomes harder to actually keep a child, all the way through birth. You know what I'm saying? And I know
This
that
was a long time ago. This was way early, though.
okay, what I mean. So, but I mean, I know women that I've dealt with before. Once you start hitting about 30, they start seeing babies in strollers, and they start to.
Yeah, you want a baby? Oh my God, so cute.
Yeah.
I went through the baby fever.
You went through the baby fever.
Went through the baby fever, and went through the whole process of the whole thing. Excited. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I didn't tell nobody. A few people, like maybe 2 friends, and don't say nothing, please. Nobody say nothing. And then after that went wrong. I said, I don't think I ever want to do that. I'm afraid. Like, I just was like,
You're afraid to get pregnant again.
I'm just afraid for it to happen and then it not to happen. I'm afraid for the moment. It was like I was so excited. I was scared, terrified. That when I found out, I was like, oh my God, what do you mean? I'm what? So please tell me, how are they going to get it out? How are they going to take this thing out? Because what I saw, you have to put me to sleep. I'm not going to be able to push or anything. Like, I'm not. And I think I was so excited, and I think I was taking care of myself, but I think I was over stressing myself about it, about the scaredness, and about what am I going to do? Am I going to be a good mom? Am I going to this? Is it going to be great? Like, just the whole thing. I think I went into like a frenzy. And then after it was over, it was a disaster. I think I went into like a depression after, but I couldn't show it because I had to perform. I had to get on camera. I had to do interviews and videos, and I didn't want the label to be going crazy. And I was just like, I wanted to just say, just F all of this. I don't care. I'm just over it. And then I was like, but then what? And I was like, well, if it's meant, it'll happen again. And then I think from that moment, I was like, no, I don't want it to happen again, because I don't ever want to feel like that again. I don't ever want to be scared. And and I don't want to think about it too early, and then it happened and don't happen. Like it just really messed me all up, like mentally, the whole situation. And I'm like, you know what? If it's meant to be, if God make it happen, then so what? And if not, I can't allow myself to beat myself up about it not happening, because I thought it was my fault, but was it really my fault? Like, you know, so
you don't know.
I thought it was just nature, kind of like it just wasn't meant to be at that time. I kind of like allowed myself to think that, because I really, every day I was like, I did this, it's wrong. Like, I'm the worst person in the world. It didn't happen. How could you not be strong enough? How could you not stress? How could you not make sure you don't do too much? How could you not wear heels and make sure I went through, like, I was the worst person. Like, I tore myself to shreds about it. And, you know, it was real hurtful. It was really, really hurtful.
So, I mean, if you reach a certain age and you don't have children, I mean, do you plan on adopting? Do you plan on...
Oprah don't have children. And how old is she?
Who?
Oprah.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was like, whatever. If it happens, it happens. If not, I have nephews.
So, but it's not a huge...
It's not a huge thing to me. You know what? I love kids. I have nieces, nephews, goddaughters. I love them. Some moments, it's like, I want to have a kid. I look at just my nieces and my nephews and just my friends that have kids, and it's like the most amazing thing. And it makes me like, I feel left out of it. I feel bad. Yeah. But then there's the moments when it's like, I don't want to overthink and pressure myself to that and go crazy folks, and I have to have a kid. I have to. I'm not in a relationship. I don't have a husband. I don't want to be somebody's baby mama.
Right.
So if that's not in order, to me, the kid is not that's not a priority, because I don't have that. So if I had that, then it'll be like, I'll be enforced. I want to have a baby because I want a family and I want this to be this. But because of that, I don't really think about it like that, to stress about it.